All right, time for a good old Jeep update. So this is going to be Jeep update 29, and 29 will actually probably be a series of a couple of videos that are going to take us through the complete changing of the suspension that's on my Jeep. So this is an 83 CJ7, and it's got what I think is a 4-inch lift on it now, and I think it's 2.5-inch lift from the springs, which are rough country springs, and it's got an 1.5-inch shackle lift to give it the total of 4 inches. So my Jeep actually rides pretty good, so this isn't really a performance issue or a driving problem. It's more of an upgrade and an update to the existing suspension. And there's a couple things under there that just don't look right that I'll show you guys in just a minute. So I've been researching lifts for a long time, and you can really get into a Ford versus Chevy debate with this stuff. But I guess at the end of the day, the two names that keep popping up as far as the best suspensions out there for a CJ are the Old Man Emu, which I think is a spring conversion kit to the YJ springs, or the BDS suspension kit. The BDS has the military wrapped axles, and they're supposed to be really strong and just really heavy duty. So I'm not 100% convinced. I guess I'm probably about 98% convinced, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with the BDS lift kit. The kit comes with everything that you need to do the lift except the brake lines, and I've been doing a lot of research, and everybody has all the customer reviews, the Jeep forums that I've read, everyone has pretty good things to say about the BDS 4-inch lift for the CJ. All right, if anybody has a different opinion about BDS lifts, or if you've had some experience with a different lift on a CJ that's that you like, let me know down in the comment section. So I'll make up my mind here shortly about the BDS suspension, but I can't find anything that's bad about it, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with that brand. Now I have started to purchase some other parts, and I want to show you guys what I've got so far, so let's check it out. All right, so one of the things I bought are these new spring hangers, and for the CJ, you have 2-inch hangers in the front and 2-inch wide springs in the front and 2.5-inch in the back. And there's the two hangers side by side. So these are for the back, and they measure right at 2.5 inches. And these are for the front, and they measure right at 2 inches. So those spring hangers are from a company called Mountain Off-Road Enterprises. Nothing but good reviews about their products, and these things are really heavy duty looking. They're reinforced there and welded, really thick metal. The factory spring hangers on a CJ are just really small looking and just doesn't really instill you with a lot of confidence. So I'll get these on there, feel really confident about these, put some good grade 8 hardware on there, and let it eat. So I also got a front and rear energy suspension bushing kit, and this will cover the leaf springs as well as the shackles. So that's the rear set. And here's the set for the front. So in this box here are the new spring plates. So I got 4 of these, 2 for the front, 2 for the back, obviously, and they look great. And they're a Rugged Ridge Onyx ADA Alloy USA part. So another thing that I bought were the new shackles. So these are they do give you 1 inch of lift. I'm not crazy about that because I don't really like the shackle lift, but not a lot of choices of new shackles, heavier duty shackles that don't come with that don't give you at least 1 inch of lift. So nice thick steel, all new hardware, greasable, with the grease fittings on them. So another part that I bought were these brake lines. So these are extended brake lines for a 4 to 5 inch lift. They're actually made by Crown, and they don't make them until you order them. So it took about a week and a half to get these. You can get them in different colors, different lengths, and I thought they really looked sharp. So I went ahead and bought these, and honestly, they're not much more expensive than regular extended brake line. So these are available on Morse 4x4, and they look really good quality, and looking forward to seeing those on there. So there's a couple things I wanted to show you under here, and there's the spring packs. And there you can see where it's a rough country lift. You can see the brake lines, shocks. Brake lines are leaking a little bit, so just definitely time to do this upgrade. So the main thing that compelled me to want to do this is these shackles right here. And these shackles are inside to inside 2.5 inches. So these shackles are actually 2.5-inch shackles, which are appropriate for the rear of the Jeep, or a YJ Jeep in the front, but not a CJ Jeep in the front. So the springs are 2 inches. And so then you have these 2.5-inch shackles. So if you look at these things, you can kind of see where they're compressed here on the ends, because that's 2.5 inches compressed down to tighten up on a 2-inch spring, and just totally doesn't feel safe. So that's really probably one of the reasons that got me into looking at the suspension. I don't really feel safe with this, even though these are pretty beefy shackles. Just don't like them. Those are 1.5-inch shackles. The ones I got are 1 inch, so it takes away 1/2 inch of shackle lift. So one of the things I'm a little unsure about is whether or not I'm going to do this lift myself. I take a lot of pride in doing most of the work on my Jeep myself. I paid to have a couple of things done so far, the gears and to have it painted, and the transfer case rebuild. But other than that, I've done everything myself. I enjoy working on it, and perfect time of year to get this done in the winter time, and then, you know, for the spring I'll be good to go. So I don't know, I got to figure that out, and I got to figure out and finalize the suspension that I'm going to get, and then we'll get busy into this installation. So if you like this video, I've got 28 other updates on my YouTube channel with different Jeep updates and different repairs, upgrades, things I've done, things I've learned. Check those out. So the next couple of updates will be focused on the suspension swap, and then I'm going to get into the 350 motor swap that I'm planning to do after the suspension. So stay tuned. So if you like the video, like the content on my channel, hit that subscribe button. And hey, thanks for watching.